Here's the bonus in the practice mode. You don't have to wait for each other.
Right.
What?
They will not speak to each other. So this is Imposter Shinnok, the one that I use the most.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go over his basic move first.
Cool.
So Shinnok, he's got an amulet blast where he grabs his amulet and does a little short range blast with it. And then the enhanced version of it is just a bigger blast. This move actually, if I can go and make the Sub-Zero, I'll give Derek control.
Oh.
If you shoot an ice ball, shoot another one. You can actually stop projectiles with that.
You can cancel it, nice. Oh, you didn't want to do it again.
Yeah, I'll take Derek off of controls.
That's actually good.
You make one mistake.
Paulo has a low tolerance.
He also has this triple ground blast, which hits 3 different ranges. It always does all 3 blasts, and it's more meant to like cause your opponent. And you can enhance this move after it hits. Just sort of a combo string, and you can enhance it on each hit. So you can do the second one enhance it, or just the first one enhance it. So somebody's blocking it, and you can get them, you can trick them and make them out. And then there's other universal moves. This big shoulder rush, which wizards are known for shoulder rush.
Yeah.
You guys knew that. So some unique things in practice is you can set like your positions of where you're going to reset the game to. So like I'm going to set it to the left here real quick. And then like if you're playing online and like Sub-Zeros are playing against you and like and the Ice Mode Sub-Zeros are pressuring you in the corner and like putting you in Ice Mode situations, you can actually use practice mode to figure out how to get out of some of these situations. So you can set the recording, and you can actually record what the other Sub-Zero, your Sub-Zero opponent is going to do against you, and you can set whether or not you're blocking or not blocking it. So I'm going to set it to block and duck. And then do like a little ice mode setup, which Sub-Zeros always do. And you can figure out what I can do to stop this.
Right.
So here, if I do this move on reversal, I can actually hit him. But if I do that, I can't get him.
Right.
And then the thing, if I'm reversing this with this, I'm sort of still in the corner and I'm trapped in that situation. But if I reverse it with that enhanced shoulder, I actually get myself out of the corner. So get out of that trap. Yeah. So you can set up little situations of like, hey, these things are like beating me in matches, and you can like find out ways to get around them by using practice mode.
It's really good. Like for me, when I first started playing these kind of games, I was still, you know, a casual in a way.
You absolutely are.
I would definitely find a move that I couldn't quite beat, record it, and just try every single thing to get out of it. And like, you know, you do that enough, then you get into a real match, and you do it on reaction.
Go hit the dojo.
Yep. Another cool thing, do we have it in here where you can actually put on the different backgrounds and such?
Yeah. Yeah, we should talk about the training room background.
Yeah.
So right now the training room background doesn't have any interactive objects loaded, but you can set it to load different ones. So you can set it to load Cove, and it'll quickly load the Cove interactables inside of the training room.
Right. So now that everything that's in the Cove, so if you want to kind of try, you know, interactive specific combos which can exist, you can change these out all through practice mode.
They all just become holograms. Can you make a hologram Blanche? That could be the greatest thing. Don't spoil me. Don't spoil me.
I'm gonna see if that works.
I'm sure it does.
There it is.
We all know Blanche, and she has a holographic counterpart
She'll live forever this
named
way.
Blanche 2.0.
Does she have a Twitter account?
Ooh.
If she has a Twitter account, I'll probably write it down
You'll probably
wrong.
mess it up.
So, she's going to have a Twitter account now, I bet.
There's some poor grandmother somewhere named Blanche. It's just right now is getting a whole bunch of followers.
Right.
Death calls for you.
Let's try to go through some of Imposter's stuff he does, too, then.
Yep. What's special to him?
So Imposter Shinnok gains the ability to steal moves from his opponents. So against Sub-Zero, if I land this move, you notice that my runes change color on my outfit. So that means that I now have a stolen special move. So with this one, he actually steals the ice ball from Sub-Zero.
And then every character he steals a different move from. So if you play as Imposter Shinnok, it'd be best for you to learn. You can learn different combos for every single character you play.
And it's going to be very matchup dependent. Where sometimes Imposter will be very good in some matchups, and in other matches it might not be as good. But for like Sub-Zero example, you can combo into the move steal, and then now I have a stolen ice ball, and then you can actually combo.
Oh.
You are a fool.
Cool.
So for something like that, you could probably freeze them like a minute and just go right back into a posture again. And you know, you could either combo after it or just use it as a way to kind of reload the ice ball again to keep pressure.
Yeah, so there would be a lot of setup stages, and then you can use practice mode, of course, to figure out the setups.
Cool.
All right, so what's the next one?
Another little bonus practice mode is you can quickly switch out variations. So right now we're going to go to Bone Shaper and we'll switch out Sub-Zero to Unbreakable.
That's just a quick load, and then you're back with the new variations.
No player selecting on that.
Yep. So I feel like this practice mode, like every single game we do, we learn a little bit more about how to make the practice mode a little bit better. Yep. And this is like by far the best practice mode we've done.
Yeah, we talked to some of the competitive players too to see what it is that they really want to help them get better in our game and figure out better setups and whatnot. So we definitely listen to them and put some of that stuff in too.
Yeah, like one of the tough things with fighting games, I think, is like bridging that gap between like, you know, not quite casual, but not quite like, you know, tournament level. And this is a great place to kind of go in and to be able to kind of like, you know, learn those, so that learn how to bridge that gap.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now, Bone Shaper Shinnok obviously uses
he can summon
bones.
Yeah, he can summon he can summon different weapons. So he's got this like little sickle, bone sickle.
Bone sickle. Hashtag bone sickle.
That's got a little combo with you guys standing next to you. He also has this this little low poke, which is a very good low poke that you can go into, especially from. And then Bone Shaker, he can slam the icicle on the ground, which is actually a ground pound, which hits you on the screen. And he also has the scoop move, which slams the opponent over, which you can do inside of combos.
Nice.
And the enhanced move pops the guy over.
Awesome.
I think his amulet gets changed as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, his amulet, he actually uses the little weapon that he has. The handle he has that forms into the other weapon. He actually uses it to shoot
Awesome.
Maybe we could see an X-ray.
Ooh, I don't know if they're ready for that.
You guys ready for that?
I don't know.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right.
All right, first, I'm gonna show you guys the miss animation for the X-ray just because it's awesome. He summons this little bone cage which traps your opponent, and that actually tracks to where your opponent's currently located. So if your opponent's like running away from you or up close, it's this X-ray and it gets him.
Backhand. You thought he was done.
No.
Nope, not done. Not done.
Let's go to his third variation.
Necromancer versus Cryomancer.
Crazy.
Battle of the Mancers.
Mancers.
And you'll notice he's got these skeleton arms now too, which is visual variation.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, and then in Necromancer, he can summon some bones. You just gotta figure out how to do them.
Oh, the flick.
So dirty.
It's so insulting.
Flips him away.
Yeah, but he's got this slam move, which also tracks where the opponent is. It isn't blockable, but it's pretty slow to come out, so you can figure out ways to get out of it. And of course, he has a grab, which also tracks where the opponent is, and you can use side of combos.
Which is like classic Shinnok too. Yeah, absolutely.
Can you enhance that move?
Yep. And enhance it with the first bounce.
Bounce, yeah. Get a little more combo action. Nice. Cool.
Hologram Blanche.
Blanche!
Blanche 2.0!
Oh. Still feel bad for her every time. Cool. Is there anything else, really?
No, in Bone Shaper, that's pretty much it. It just gains the new bone special moves.
Awesome.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Well, excellent. So there's...
Shinnok wins. Fatality.